It's okay. It could all just be cut out.
A
Young boy, my father took me into an alley. Same idea. Dark places, okay.
Show me what a man
feels
is.
like.
Yeah, it feels like.
He took off his panties.
Took off my man bra. I mean my boy bra.
He showed me his and told me to penetrate him deeply and join the faction of. So that's the song instead of Black Parade. It's faction of. Okay. Are tariffs brat? How will this affect the price of chicken tendies? Will it make the cost of chocolate milk go up? Why do I find John Oliver hot? All this and more on this episode of the All Serious Subjects podcast as we're diving deep into WallStreetBets, the subreddit, to find some fun posts to make fun of.
Mm-hmm. Take away my rights. Take away my job. Take away my cheap Chinese slave labor produced goods.
But don't take away the Hawk Tuah Girl.
That and my dino nuggies. Don't take away my goddamn dino nuggets. Okay? We're going to have an issue. If you take away my dino nuggets.
That's where he draws the line in the sand. For me, it's just on, I can't remember her name, but Hawk Tuah Girl.
Yeah. I don't think anyone knows her name.
I feel like there are some people that sadly know her name. But I had the idea for her to start a pageant and try to go like full Trump route. Already doing a crypto scam like him. You could just see the obvious through line right there. You could start a crypto scam again, or like no, in the pageant. There's three classic components to it. You get rated on your Instagram thirst traps, your BJ technique,
okay,
and how good you rug pull people on a crypto scam.
Nice,
well-rounded Miss Tua.
Right.
Thoughts?
I love it. I think this has legs. I think this has throats. Throats.
Spit on that thing and put that idea down here, down in your noggin.
Yeah, obviously she does great at rug pulling. I feel like the throat game might be where she's gonna struggle.
Do you think that's like the eventual thing that she leads to is when as like one last ditch effort to get money, she just full on just does hardcore porn?
I'd say so. She seems like the type.
Knowing so much about her.
Right, yeah.
Adam has watched every episode of Talk Tuah.
I watched a Meat Canyon animated video on Hawk Tuah, so I'm basically an expert.
Okay.
It's a good video. We should watch that. Get copyrighted.
Well, this is a trending meme over there on WallStreetBets. Hold on to your butts. Adam doesn't know this meme, but he never watched Seinfeld. But
I only watched AI generated Seinfeld.
I think we're far enough into talk political. The tariffs were, then they weren't, and they now are, but just for China.
Right, and 10% for everybody else, right?
I believe so. Non-retaliating countries.
Hell yeah.
So, mod over here.
Everything's going to be 10% more expensive. It's fine.
China still responds. EU, all these things. It's not looking good. This person apparently might have called it. Be safe with their puts. Yeah, a lot of people got burned on puts on this one, and I feel like it's always when it seems like the sure thing is when you're about to get dumped for sure. Yeah, but really like before tariffs, before Liberation Day,
and I'm so fucking liberated right now.
Before that, I feel like there was potential to make money without it being like as obvious, because the amount that it dumped would have surprised a lot of people too. It's one of the worst.
Yeah, I mean, just the extent of the tariffs was insane, right? I mean, no one would have guessed. Like, Nintendo just announced the Switch, and it was like way more expensive than the old Switch, partially because they were factoring in tariffs. And it was so much worse than they thought. They had to pull the Switch from American pre-orders.
What's even worse is that it seems like insider trading.
Yeah. Who's that? I don't know. I saw a lady bought like Dollar Tree or something.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know what exactly the... Yeah, here we go. Some tinfoil hat. Here's before the news popped and stuff. Some people bought. And then the news hit, it's maybe people that read the Trump truth that he truthed out. It's what you do on Truth Social. You truth, and if you like it, you can retruth it.
It's hilarious because you could just lie, then you'd be truthing, and you could get retruthed. Please,
I'm gonna start my own Truth Social with only like misinformation.
Right.
That's how I get on a watch list immediately.
Only lies.
Only lies. So this isn't exactly like proof of it necessarily, but I would say that given that he tweeted, there are some people that took that seriously. No, like it's maybe plausible deniability that he was doing there for those people that he knows that might be insider trading off of him saying it's a great time to buy. If you didn't see that, that's what he truthed.
Jesus.
And it was right before he announced the pause, and then the markets went up like 10%.
Nice.
So if you bought call options, which for those that don't know is kind of like just saying you're doing a bet on the price increasing, and you could do different types of riskier bets saying it'll increase within like a shorter period of time or a longer period of time. And you could say like, a more unrealistic number, like, 10% in a day. So if you did that, you could just be up
it's a stupid amount of
like
money.
3,000% or something like that. So depending on how much, you put into that kind of bet.
Mm-hmm.
Someone easily could have made out with hundreds, 50, millions and millions of dollars just off of that. Right. It's one thing.
Oh, is that the stock market guy? Like the stock market guy?
Whatever. The elf. He's like a short guy, but
yeah, the Keebler elf guy.
This makes absolutely no sense. There's absolutely no reason for this to be happening.
This was 4 days ago when everything was going to complete shit before the pause was announced.
Amazing.
Here's somebody losing money on puts 14 minutes ago. Beautiful. Brand new. Let's see. It's AMD puts, SPY puts, which is just on the S&P 500. Tesla puts.
97% loss.
99%, dude.
Oh,
that's
gorgeous.
99.49%. He's got 0.5 diamond hands, buddy.
Love that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm confused by this graph.
Is he in like a country where up means down?
Right.
Well,
reversed his x-axis, maybe. Time's going backwards.
Locked in them losses. Did you at least do this in a non-reg account? Oh, man, no tax. Oh, dude.
Damn, that sucks.
No tax deductions either for being just so fucking stupid.
I was going to say max out those deductions, boy.
I mean, they just lost 10 grand-ish.
Nice. They didn't need it.
Who does? Just burn it. Holy fucking shit.
Damn.
Oh, they like made it back. Oh, that's insane, actually. Okay. So in a day, they like literally almost lost everything, and now they're like only down. I don't know what this like lower part. Let's see, what was that? Oh my God, dude. So it was down 2/3. So he lost like 67% in a day. And somehow Diamond Hands his way back to only losing $400.
Damn.
Which, when you were thinking that you were gonna only have, you were losing almost 20 grand, a nice used car.
Right. Yeah, that's losing nothing.
You lost a good dinner, like a nice steakhouse.
Right. Let's fucking go. Well, what did they fucking buy?
Well, let's just downvote it. It looks like they lost 32%, but it's 15 grand. Nice, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's their total return, but they gained 7 grand back. So it might be, and it's on DJT. Okay,
digging out of that hole.
That's what they're doing. So yeah, there's these tariffs going on. That's fun. I think I saw something on one of these posts, and I'll try to find it. Oh yeah, let's do this after. I'll try to find it. I think I wrote it down or screenshotted it. Wrote down where it was. Did I screenshot?
Now remember, kids, these tariffs are totally coming back in 90 days, and they're totally not going to go away, just like these tariffs weren't going to go away.
You'll finally get to get your Nintendo Switch though once it drops for the low price of $4,999.
Worth every penny, along with my $1,999 Donkey Kong. God. But the ways for jiggles, that new Nintendo Switch hardware.
Is China dumping treasuries? I can't.
Rip. Yeah, isn't this like more of the scary thing? Because like the credibility of the US is like,
yeah, that's like the worst part of like if he started doing the fucking what's it called? Bitcoin reserve too. Is like all this undermines the US dollar, which you get to print money into oblivion when you do that. When you have the reserve currency of the world, everyone, oh man, the trade imbalances, right? When everybody is importing more to the United States than the U.S. exports and stuff, they basically get paper money for real things.
mm-hmm.
And we've convinced the whole world that paper money is the shit.
Right.
And now people are thinking maybe it's not the shit. And that's the biggest problem is now that people are like, hey, you know, everything runs on dollars. Like basically America runs on Dunkin'. The world economy runs on the liquidity of the United States dollar. And the fact that they don't have the legitimacy that it even had like 6 months ago is so damning to what it can like actually become. Like what within our lifetime, the dollar is like halved in purchasing power.
Yeah.
And this is like a speed run, which I guess maybe that's why Tesla Man's in there. Elon's out there just paying all these fucking whatever big balls, the people that he had in his Doge committee, the 19-year-old. That was like his username.
Just the baby boys.
And so they have all this, these guys going in there and just fucking speed running the destruction of the United States dollar as the world's reserve currency.
Yeah.
Because
it's the only like logical conclusion at this point, right?
I'm trying to find this, but somebody had like one of the most eloquent.
Also, isn't China kind of like the daddy in this situation who owns the credit card? So
I think Japan I don't know who owns which country owns like the most which countries own the most US treasuries. I thought Japan for sure, but I want to know yeah, Japan holds the most amount with exceeding $1 trillion, and then almost
okay, they're up there.
Almost 800 billion.
Japan is daddy.
Sort of. I mean, like between that, like everybody there.
Yeah.
How much does Luxembourg hold? That's crazy.
Isn't that like a city-state sort of thing?
It's sort of.
Tiny?
Wow, dude. Why does it do it like that?
Wow,
dude. That's insane. They have $400 billion.
Damn.
Cayman Islands too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you can see that there's strength in numbers there. So the grand total of foreign owned is $8.5 trillion to like a third of the debt or so. Not even actually, like a fourth of the debt kind of now. That's fun. But the fact that I didn't know Luxembourg had so much of the Cayman Islands. Oh, tax havens be damned. They're just buying bonds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they do. I gotta like look into. I'm interested now. This might be like a rabbit hole we got to go down. Is why Luxembourg has $500 billion in U.S. bonds,
Right. Hold my rabbit.
U.S. Treasuries, whatever. It's the same thing, but I'm trying to find the thing so I can actually properly get the person the credit they want. This might be a risk here is because I have the actual username and I can look up the username, but hopefully it's not porn.
I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation, right?
It's porn.
Hell yeah.
Let's see how quickly I can go to comments. Sick. WallStreetBets. It's this one. Yes. Okay. Found it. The post was deleted. That's why I couldn't find it. So someone was it says mansplain to me what's happening when it was showing that U.S. Treasury yields were spiking. That's what this graph originally showed. U.S. Treasury yields go the inverse of price, meaning that people are saying that the risk of the actual bond is higher, meaning the risk that they're not going to pay it back, so they want a higher premium and more interest on the actual the debt, right? So the yield going up is bad. The yield going down is actually bad too. Believe it or not, both are bad.
Okay. I like that. Love that, actually. But is the idea like in stock market volatility, you would expect people to buy, like transfer their funds into something more stable like U.S. Treasuries?
But instead, it was not a flight to safety, and for like the last almost century, like since at least the 50s, so 75 years or so, the last 75 years, that's what you do, right? Mm-hmm. And the portfolio recommendations of people have actually swayed more into stocks and less into bonds. And the idea of when you're retiring too is that you want to have less risk, and so you'd want bonds. A higher percentage of your portfolio would then be bonds instead of stocks to offload your risk. Mm-hmm. And now it's not considered as safe as it once was, and that's a problem. But someone said, mansplain to me what happens when countries dump U.S. Treasuries. And this person says, Adam, you want to read that? Can you read that?
Yeah, think of U.S. Treasuries like a stack of BJ coupons your wife handed to her boyfriend. That's an important part. Your wife handed her BJ coupons to her boyfriend.
Just keep reading it. You don't don't mansplain the fucking thing to me.
She gave him those coupons in exchange for some affection. Back rubs today for mouthwork tomorrow. A simple promise. She didn't think about the fine print. She just kept handing them out, night after night, for every little thing he did. Now the boyfriend has a fat pile of IOUs, and he's ready to collect. He doesn't want to wait. He doesn't want to spread them out. He wants them all tonight. Problem is, your wife isn't in the mood. Headache, tired, not feeling it. But the boyfriend doesn't care. He's already done his part. He's holding the coupons, and he's cashing in. He shows up with a smile and a deadline. He's not leaving without what he was promised. And now you're sitting on the couch watching it happen. You didn't make the deal, but you're part of it now. Because when the government borrows too much and foreign nations start unloading those bonds, someone's got to pay. And guess what? It's you. You're not just footing the bill. You're holding your wife's hair back while she pays off the debt. And sometimes you got to jump in there too. That's U.S. fiscal policy in a nutshell.
And so I thought that was one of the best comments I've ever seen on Reddit. And yeah,
that's beautiful. That's eloquent.
And someone says it's wildly inaccurate. Your wife is the breadwinner. She makes your household income with blowjob. She handed out all those IOUs to her boyfriend. Now she doesn't want to hold those he doesn't want to hold those IOUs anymore. Instead of holding them, he sells them to Johns on the street for pennies on the dollar. Now your mortgage is due. Your wife wants to sell her blowies, but no one is willing to buy them because you can buy the IOUs for her from her boyfriend for $1 instead of paying her $100 directly. Now your house is in foreclosure because you couldn't pay your mortgage. Your wife is still on the hook for all those blowies. That is actually more accurate.
Damn.
So the real thing is that there's a black market of blowjob IOUs.
Where do I get these black market blowjob IOUs?
Behind the Wendy's dumpster. So speaking of behind the Wendy's dumpster, great segue. Speaking of, Who's this guy? Lost my life savings. Dad's so mad he threatened to come to my school and have sex with me. Oh, I added that part.
God damn. Why does this kid have...
I always saw people losing their life savings on WallStreetBets. Never think I'd do. It would be me. Don't do options. You'll lose. Positions included. So they lost $17,500, so just about 85% of their portfolio, left with just under $3,200 left. Well, actually, they have under $2,700 in buying power, so that means they still own a couple stocks, or maybe they haven't sold other contracts. What a fucking idiot.
All right, I'm guessing this kid's a trust fund baby, and his dad just like sent him 20 grand. So I really couldn't care less.
It depends. I don't know. He's got an Android, so he might not be that rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Moving your assets to Robinhood can unlock increased buying power. Okay, thanks. Did you know? Thanks, Robinhood. Chris, sell that crap or I'll be coming to the school. You don't want that. In 5 minutes, I'm getting in my truck. I sold. You lost $17,000. And you activated $5,000 in margin credit in my name. Jesus Christ.
That's so good.
Mass text. This is like, mom.
That's so good.
Oh man, that's the same as stealing. Log out and shut your phone off. Emphasize Chris Selleck. Man, he's getting iPhone responses. OMG, he sold. I'm putting the $3,000 in his savings account.
Dude, my kid's getting disowned.
Oh, dude. Hey man, he made some money on that 420, like sick 420
so
QQQ put.
Right? Just unbelievably dank.
So he did, what day was this? Was this today? So he just did 0 DTEs, so 0 days to expire on these ones. And I assume these are all the ones. So it's multiple days, by the way. It was just this week he just lost a fuck ton of money. But he made this one. Look at that.
Yeah.
I would just screenshot and crop. That's what I would do.
Right. Look, Dad, I'm doing it.
Are you winning, son? Well, I mean, that negates this one, this one, and this one. But then you still have, $11,000. So it's not all of the positions, but that's definitely... don't gamble with mommy and daddy's money, kiddos. Also, your crap. LMAO, if my kid did that, I'd send them to the mines until they repaid their debt with interest. Some children yearn for the mines, but my child earned the mines.
Right? Like, oh, God, it'd suck being a dad and being like, yeah, this is my kid.
Oh, yeah, dude, this shithead.
Yeah.
Good reminder to everyone dealing with daily threads and seeing people talk shit about bears or bulls. 95% of them are dumbass kids like OP. I feel like today's parents are soft as fuck. If I lost $17,000 of my parents' money, Jimmy Hoffa's body would be found before mine. That's so good. Well, do you know who Jimmy Hoffa is?
No.
He was the head of the Teamsters during when there was the mobs. The Teamsters is the union, union of unions and stuff. It's like the collection of unions. So he was the head union guy.
Damn.
And it was known mob affiliations.
Mm.
So, yeah. Most people are out here saying, my parents didn't have $17,000 to just throw around.
Yeah, totally.
There's K-drama, and then there's WallStreetBets drama. Man, did you
Korean
check his
drama?
history? The little fuck's been losing money hand over fist for years. He got money from his parents. He couldn't help himself, and he dumped it into a Robinhood 8 days ago. And already... Oh, dude, send this king of the regards to space. What? This isn't... No, what? Oh, it's him?
Who?
Oh, my parents wanted me to get a job. I tell them I'm a stock guru, and they don't listen.
God damn it.
That's so fucking good, dude. Where's these other ones? Did you check his history? Let's check his history, guys. What are your moves tomorrow? Waiting for my Robinhood deposit to clear is awful. You ignore the instant deposit button. They didn't let me. Dude, I'm clicking on it. Trump killing the market saves my port.
Yeah. Nice little bounce.
One upvote. He did that in small street bets. I didn't know that existed.
Me either.
I listened to Jim Cramer. Big mistake.
What?
Dude.
No shit. It's a meme.
See there, buddy, where you've gone now and messed up is by listening to Cramer twice. The stock's going to rebound by 50% over the next week now that he's told everyone to sell. Oh, man, dude, that's so funny. He listened to him twice.
What an idiot.
I sold every stock too early, but two's spelt wrong. This is just 2 months of posting. And this one was removed by moderators. No! Got nuked.
Yeah, what's up
what do you
with
get called
that?
the N-word?
I guess so.
10 hours ago, that's that one. I don't want that. Did it just like repeat? What the fuck's going on right now? Is it just like pretending like it's an infinite scroller right here?
I guess so.
GRRR Gorilla Tech. This is on penny stocks. Removed. Some other, like, probably penny stock. Yeah, that makes sense. 4 months ago. Dude, he's just got nonstop.
It's crazy. This kid really doesn't work.
It looks like, yeah, he's talking about a fraud somewhere, and he's just like, this guy doesn't know anything about anything. I'm not saying what he's saying is or isn't a fraud. All I'm saying is I wouldn't take his opinion to be worth anything.
No.
You gambled away someone else's money? Are you getting dumber at school? Oh, this might be the best. Let's see. It's got... Well, it sounds like you still haven't lost your life savings. It sounds like you've lost your dad's life savings. Now just imagine how it would feel to lose your own money.
Right? So really, he came out on top.
Yeah, his dad's the real fucking idiot here.
Honestly, though. Why would you give your kid access to all this money? That's insane.
Yeah, just giving your kid 20, 30 grand willy-nilly, somehow getting... the fact that he had 5K in margin using his name is so funny, dude.
That's the cherry on top.
The dad has every right to beat his kid with a belt. Okay, I'll say it.
Absolutely.
So, is this the point where we become a murder mystery podcast again?
I think so. I think the females are clamoring.
Their clams are clamoring.
They're clammy. Their clams are clammy and clamoring.
Is it for... Well, this isn't a murder mystery, but you see everyone's getting hot and clammy for this guy.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Dr. Todd Grande.
Got the cactus display in the back.
But I think we can solve a murder mystery.
Hell yeah.
And then we can maybe go into how... So it's the guy that tried to jump over the highway and killed himself near Winter Park. And he was trying to do a cool stunt. And just... It's a fun analysis. But this, even more fun, cops find kidnapped woman alive in a storage container. Are you ready to party?
But was she raped? And how?
The N-word.
For your information, I'm a big fan of X.
I don't know what I'm pressing anymore. That wasn't even a button.
What?
Oh, would you like me to park your car?
All right.
Hey, how do you get to her? In the black box? Oh my god, dude. Go kill him.
Is that a dead person?
It's just after 3:30 p.m. in Cleveland,
Of
Ohio.
course it's
Police
Cleveland.
get called to a spot that is about to get hot.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this. You can't be here like this, bro.
Hey, I'm just knocking on your door.
I understand that, but you making me hot.
What?
You're making me hot.
What does that mean?
I'm making my dick hard.
All right, come on out.
Got a policeman fetish.
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
My name's Officer
I mean, he's got
Robles. That's
the
Officer
swag.
Obed. Just
That's
so you know,
cool.
everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes?
turn those cameras off, please.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn the cameras off?
You have to give me a reason, and I can't.
Now they can't see you anymore.
You guys are making my spot. I work for you guys, okay? Long story short, I work for you guys. Please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot. All right?
Pulling the secret
you work
agent
for?
card.
I can't show you my badge, dude. I work for 179 Air Division.
I was a spy
I cannot
kid.
tell you.
Now I'm a spy man.
There was an inner city spy kids program. It was just be a spy kid like us. I was one of the first. I was gonna join Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but didn't have the chops, is what they said.
Because I'm not allowed to tell you that. Okay, so just understand that.
Well, here,
Go home.
we have a call. Here, sir, let me just tell you why we're here, and then
Go
we'll...
home.
It says go home, dude, which I think all cops respect that. They're like, go home, okay. Well, you know what? Okay. Imagine if they would have just turned around like,
Right. Well, Jackson, let's get out of here.
all right, officer, let's go get some donuts or something. Am I right?
we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying, y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot out. All right?
Well, that
Work
doesn't
with you
make
guys.
any... That doesn't make any sense.
You don't need to make sense to y'all. You hear me? So what I need y'all to do
Hey,
is
Sarge, can you
leave.
come over to this address for a minute?
No, don't do that, bro. You
No, you don't call back up.
God damn it, dude. I said leave, not call more police.
It's like the opposite of what I wanted.
I feel like you just aren't. Do you understand English?
Right. You just really aren't listening right now.
This is like the most Cleveland dilapidated fucking backyard I could imagine.
Right.
It's not even that bad, but it just
Yeah, it's painfully Cleveland.
31-year-old Delonte Edmund Geiger is suspected of having a woman tied up in his basement, but he's more worried about his side gig as a confidential informant getting him tied up in the neighborhood.
the smugness of the guy that's narrating this video, the law and crime body cam guy. And he's more about his confidential informant gig. Watch when he gets his comeuppance. And then we just do the whoop, 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 like just weird like sound effects when he falls or something. He gets tased. They just do like the replay, just like it's America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right.
Okay, long story short, I need
Slow-mo
y'all to
banana slip.
make a phone call.
Well, we're not going to leave that quickly until we figure out what's going on.
There's nothing
So
going
we
on.
were told that a lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we
bro.
look?
No. Why not?
God, no, you're not allowed there. You cannot look there.
I mean, why would I can't let you. There's a lady tied up in there. Oh, fuck.
Is someone tied up down there?
No.
I love his energy. Like,
Why would I tie somebody
My
up?
truck, that's my company truck. That's right. There's nothing going on
Is
with
it in your name?
No.
Then why don't you want to tell us who you are?
Dude, I'm trying to tell you I'm a confidential informant. That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say. Who told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if there's someone tied up in the basement, we got a
There's
problem.
nobody in the basement.
So why can't I look?
Why do you
Because all that stuff that went on in the past with those three girls, man, we got to take this seriously
What
and
three
look into
girls?
it.
What three girls?
The Gina DeJesus.
And I don't know them hoes,
all
man.
that
Y'all,
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm
if
about
we
to
don't
give-
take this seriously
I'm
and
about
there's
to give
something
you
going
I'm
on.
about to give you my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
I can't give you my name, but I'll give you my social.
We're not going in without you.
Yeah, you can't do that. Tell him please not to do that. Do what? Like you,
I'm not going in your
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Sergeant, please tell him not
Back
to
up.
do that.
He's not
Please.
going.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my social security number.
Alright.
I want you to run it.
Oh.
Okay? My don't come up clean. What's going on is you guys had a crackhead make a false complaint.
All right.
Okay?
Well, that's an answer.
That's it.
Well, then
That's very believable, but you should let them check your basement then.
we
Right.
still have to follow up on it.
There's nothing going on, sir.
All right, but do you understand our point?
I understand your point. You're
If
asking
we
me
just walk away and somebody actually is there, what are we going to do?
well, that's what you guys are gonna have to do because I'm not letting you inside.
So you see where the problem lies?
We were told that you had claymation or renditions of Chicken Run, like the full setup going down there, but they were having sex, and we were just interested in actually seeing that thing. It was nothing to do with the woman in the basement. Just tell us if the Chicken Run claymation stuff's there.
Right.
No, there is no problem.
We don't just write, he said it's cool, and we leave.
Well, that's how it goes. Because if I don't
No,
let
that's
you
not.
I was told that you had
So they're not going to let this go.
Bro, listen.
So either today, tomorrow, the next day, in the next 5 minutes, you're going to continuously have these problems. And if we
Where's
have to
the
talk to
Dippin'
Detective
Dots?
Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a...
This guy's basement has just got a machine, whatever makes those fucking Dippin' Dots.
Right.
He bought it from like a shut down Dippin' Dots thing. He's like, yeah, dude, I got all the Dippin' Dots I could ever want. I'm flooding the market. And these cops are coming here on the behest of Dippin' Dots Incorporated to stop him. Nothing to do with this woman. It's just...
They planted the body.
Yeah, they planted...
A girl tied up in his basement.
Big Dippin' Dots,
Is
dude.
he?
100%, bro. I just
He's
let-
willing to risk his career for all that?
You think I'm bullshit? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over Detective Smith's word, right?
I haven't spoken to this
Secret Agent Cody
He's gonna
Banks.
talk to me. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why would somebody
Because
say...
they're crackheads.
But why would a
They're
crackhead
crackheads.
say that about
They're
you?
crackheads, but probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that to me? I know I don't have no crack.
It's my job. Well, why would the crackhead be here then?
Why would you ask that on camera?
Wow.
That means he
I'm not
has
wild.
crack.
I am a confidential informant.
What does that convey, though? A confidential
Don't they
informant
have to
usually
be
has the police-
recording?
Yeah, but also he's saying he's a confidential informant, meaning like he's like, I got a key to the city, dude. I can't. I'm a cop, basically. I'm one of you.
or officer or detective with them
No,
when they're working. That's kind of
I
how that
understand
works.
what you're saying, but what I am saying.
And then most confidential informants don't come screaming out the back door. I'm a confidential informant, do they?
No, listen, but what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you guys know this. I want you guys to know what's going on in my backyard. Okay, this is what happened. This is what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, listen. I'm not doing nothing illegal, but I work for you guys.
That's what you said for the last.
Is it illegal to make Dippin' Dots in my basement?
Nothing
Shit.
Please do your
I feel like people are legalize Dippin'
I
Dots.
have no homework and I have no research.
It's the real thing.
And what's he going to tell me?
Do
He's
your
gonna tell you that
research. We're in the best Ohio weather. Raining and probably kind of cold.
Right. Just wet and gray.
It was loud music. I had a knock for a
3/4 of the year.
Let's go now.
Huh?
Your officers coming. Talk to Detective Smith. I only need you in my house, bro. This is senior guy. Trust me, we'll be fine. Please.
Where's the girl screaming come into play here?
The safety issue.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, dude, there's too much going on. No.
Dude, my Dippin' Dot schematics. You blur it.
Leave this
You
crap.
can't.
You can't show that's
Don't leave them
basement is
confidential.
it's intellectual property, okay? That's how good are you with IP theft, guys? This is crazy. You can't be. Do you guys have patent attorneys?
But police aren't sold. That's the end of this story.
They think that there's more than just the Dippin' Dots in the basement.
Did he steal the Ben & Jerry's secret formula for fish food as well?
Altalante, who she calls blessed.
So what's going on?
So I guess he, Blessed did his homework and found out that he was trying to set him up. So,
Wait, can you 1 second?
I'm sorry, not fast.
No, you're good.
So freaked out.
Who's blessed?
Blessed is the one in the house.
Aren't we all?
What's he look like?
Every day.
About 5'3", dark skin.
5'3"?
Damn, really?
I think
The
she's
guy in
just,
red?
no. I think that this is just some like really dumb woman.
Yeah, must be.
He's the one serving the dope out of there.
Okay.
It's his house. He owns the house. And I go to the house. I wake up about 6 o'clock tonight. He calls me and said, "I want you to come over. I want to talk to you."
Oh wait, what about? Go back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go back to when he picked up, and you
Well,
said,
I'm at the house when we see her walking down the street.
okay.
She gets in the car with him immediately. and they get to the stop sign, her, DJ, and Blessed. You know, I just returned the phone or whatever. And they're like, hey, you would want to ride back? I'm like, sure. But it looked like it was me trying to set him up because they got, you know. But I guess he did his homework. He's supposedly playing off one of your guys' detectives. And they told him that he was trying to set him up. So.
So I think they're setting up where the crackhead comes in. I'm not just gonna listen to this lady ramble.
Right. It's like a solid 3 minutes of ramble.
Detective Smith, he tell you what's going on. No overtime now. Sorry, Baker.
Oh, no.
Leaving. It'll be funny if he never comes back and he stole my lighter. Hiding.
Do they know what I told you about, though?
Listen, we're here to look to see for a body. That's it. You give us consent to make sure there's no one laying dead in here?
This is my uncle.
All right.
All right, go outside. Okay. You gonna let him out?
Yeah.
Walk out.
A harrowing sound coming through the walls.
Hey, Sarge, come down here a minute.
It's so dark.
Copy.
He just turns the music up like it's a problem with the car, and he's trying to ignore a check engine light. If I turn on my music, he can't hear the lady screaming.
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I showed my
Help.
Do you need help?
Help.
All right.
Help.
Clean, please. Sam 24, can you get us another car over here? Right,
Underneath the porch.
Just
I think
in
he
a
moved
place.
her since he was trying to. He knew that they were going to come over to search his place, and he just put her underneath the porch. But she's still alive, just in a tucker tote.
Jeez.
Little storage
in
bin.
the black box?
Yeah. Just unnaturally
All right.
stuck in a bin.
How old are you?
60.
6-year-old female. Step
That
up.
level of... Well, her bones might have just broke.
Are you injured besides that?
Abortionist, dude.
Yeah.
She's probably just a
paralyzed.
fucking.
What's your name?
EMS is
Crackhead,
en
too.
route. Are you
That's
cold?
true.
You hurt? All right. We want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay?
I wouldn't touch that.
What did he do to you? He did what? She says she's.
No, don't get her upright, dude.
Are they
Don't
here?
touch that.
There's a lady in a
They're
black
dispatched.
container.
Did he stab you? Where are you stabbed? You
I mean,
think?
she's like a pretzel.
Your arm?
Her knee is in her
Yeah.
fucking forehead, and it
Did he
looks like it's
sexually assault you
dislocated.
at all?
Yeah. I'd be shocked if she isn't like
Do you know how long you've been
paralyzed,
here?
at least a little bit.
She said she felt like she was.
That's good.
Is it just one day?
She's been there for more
Delonte
than
is
one
taken
day.
into custody.
Jesus, yeah,
The
she's
victim
gone.
Is carefully transported to the hospital.
I work for you guys.
Going for this, but like I wasn't going to kill her. Though. I wasn't going to. I've been. She's
Trying to steal my Dippin' Dot schematics.
She broke into my basement and was trying to steal the Dippin' Dots, so I put her into. I tortured her to see if she worked for Ben and Jerry.
Because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3. That's supposed to be going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him descriptions of ounces a day, but like I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I was, you found out that what that the lady that when I was taking care of in my house is a rat, and if she was to get back out on the street, she'd be exposed.
Okay.
Die, get killed. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm new to this. I understand. I f***ed up. I know I can't get out of this. This is bad. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yep.
I know it's bad.
That's good that you know it's
Delonte
bad.
recounts the gruesome details of this nightmare like it's just another day.
So yesterday was Tuesday, so she probably got there like Monday or something.
Yeah, Monday she was kicking it, true, cool, calm, collected, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Eating, lying to me. Like, dude, you tripping? Like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went down, bro. And I apologize, bro. Okay. But I just ain't trying to die out here in these streets with y'all with these crackheads. Because this is serious. Niggas die. I keep on telling them, like, I need to talk to a corporal. Put me in a room by myself. Like, the way y'all play that, like, it was 50 cars in front of my house. I don't think the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, so, like, I f***ed up, bro. But, like, I'm new to this. And I feel like my life is in danger, bro. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been
That's
shot.
his chest. That's his booty.
Underarm, blood, all type of weird. This shit is crazy. And I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I'm gonna kill the bitch. The bitch would have been dead. Long story short, if I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead.
Would you mind walking me through again? I know it's a little tough right now, and it's bad time, but like everything that went through, like the time where you were together, like what happened during those days.
I just punched on her, slapped on her, till her. Punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her. Okay. Punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room. Fed her, showered her. There was some water. Put a blanket over her.
You know, it's normal shit.
No, that's fine.
Was I raping her? No. Okay. Was that what you about to ask me?
No,
I thought you about to ask me.
No, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why would I do that?
They're my
I didn't know
drugs.
that.
Hell no.
All right. So at any point where was she asking to leave?
It's a good question.
Different things like that.
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop, I won't do it again. I'll never tell. I'll never tell, Blast, please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's a code in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got 4 beautiful kids.
Okay.
This guy's a father of 4.
Damn.
So during this time,
Sorry for those kids.
the traffic stop occurs and she goes
Sorry
on
that
her way.
you didn't have a father
Was there
figure like this,
anybody that ever
Right.
said, like, besides, like,
Not all of us can be so lucky.
Like, yeah, she
Bless.
told me
Bless.
that.
No, I thought it was somebody else until I did my homework.
Okay. So this is all you transpiring.
She's an entrepreneur.
Doing all your own stuff in your head and like, hey.
Listen to the detectives as we all got out the car. The detectives like, yeah, you can go. Thank you.
Okay.
You ain't get searched.
I don't. It's crazy.
$20 over dope in the car and scale, and you didn't even get searched.
Yeah.
No, get your bag. You're forgetting your bag.
They're helping her out.
Don't forget your bag. Go ahead, go. Thank you.
Delonte mocks police and then tries to cut a deal to dodge the charges.
I'll give you my formioli if you let me go.
So slick.
Give you some crack.
Y'all, man, I almost got away. Y'all motherfuckers. Them cops horrible, boy. I'm slick, boy. And I ain't trying to brag nor boast. Not trying to brag nor boast, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help y'all out. Flat out, but I can't sit in this room. I can get keys and guns and guns. You don't see it in my phone.
Oh
I
yeah.
know everybody big. I just want to know. I know I'm in trouble right now. I know I'm in trouble right now. With this can get happen after I make those busts real. You know what I'm saying? The judge will understand that. She should understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, I need to go home.
But home is the last
Thought I
place
did.
this architect of terror is going. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to felonious assault, kidnapping, tampering with evidence, and having weapons under disability. He was sentenced to 16 years.
We've got a disabled person with a weapon.
You want to see drunk Karen goes full racist at the Holiday Inn, but
Always.
should we just go along? I don't know. I think that's just stay blessed.
Yeah.